What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. In the last episode, we completed up another area inside the Sky Realm, which is the final area of the Drablands. And in this episode, well, we're not going to waste any more time and just go right back into the Sky Realm and take on another set of stages. This time, we're going to Dragon Citadel. Sounds kind of cool if you ask me, so let's get going. I'm pretty excited. Now, sadly, this time around, I really don't have any cool, high school stories for you guys. I couldn't really think of anything, to tell you the truth, so I'll do my best to try and think of more stories, but, like I said, guys, high school was a really long time ago for me, so it takes me a while to remember some of the stuff that I did, you know, way back when. That being said, though, we haven't really been focusing on the game too much recently, so I figured it'd be okay if we take a break from stories and just, focus on the game a little bit more. And I gotta say, this stage looks really stinking cool thus far, although I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the wind, especially, you know, since it's trying to push me off of a cliff. Not cool, game. Not cool at all. These stages haven't been all that difficult lately either. They've been pretty simple. I don't know. I've been expecting harder stages from the final area of the game, but so far they haven't really been too bad. But like I said, I've been told that this game does get a lot harder, especially for the final boss. So I don't know, man. We've been going good thus far, but the final boss might be the thing that does me in, so I'm not really too sure if I'm looking forward to getting to that part of the game. Now, I'm not sure if you guys watched the Nintendo Direct that happened yesterday, but Nintendo announced a whole bunch of free DLC for this game that is going to come out in the month of December, and they're pretty much adding a Savage Labyrinth almost style mode to the game. So there's going to be over 50 floors, I think they said, of just levels that you need to play through, and in order to actually exit the level, you need to kill all of the enemies. So it's pretty much just, yeah, a giant enemy gauntlet of levels, but they do have puzzles as well, which is really, really interesting, and oh my gosh, that is going to be so hard on single player. I already know it, but it still seems kind of cool. Now, I'm not sure if you guys really want to see that or not, so let me know. It is a month away from now, I think, when they're going to release it, so there's going to be a lot of time, and there will be a pretty decent break between, you know, now and then, since Triforce Heroes is going to finish up, well, probably in one more episode, since after this area, there's only one area left, and then maybe I'll do a bonus video or two, but after that, yeah, we'll pretty much be done with Triforce Heroes until maybe that DLC comes out, and maybe once that comes out, I'll consider booting up the game again and going through that area. Plus, they are adding 2 new costumes. One of them is a Fierce Deity costume, which looks amazing. You can shoot lasers in all 4 directions with your sword. And the other one is a Linebeck costume, and you guys know I just love Linebeck. And the cool thing is, the Linebeck costume, it actually does something that I thought needed to be done earlier on in this LP. Remember in the first few episodes when I was opening up the bonus chest, I remember making a comment, and I said something along the lines of, I wish they would add a costume that lets you see inside chests, that way you could grind for materials easier. Well, guess what? The Linebeck costume does just that, and it also makes you look like Linebeck, which is amazing, so it's pretty much one of my favorite costumes already, and I haven't even had the chance to use it. Plus, the Fierce Deity costume just looks amazing as well, so I'll probably get those to show them off in the DLC if we make videos on that as well. But it's completely up to you guys, but I've noticed that Triforce Heroes, the support for this series has sort of fallen by the wayside a little bit the further and further we've gone into this LP. When we first started it, back when the game came out, the first few episodes got a lot of really good support, but you know, after the game came out, a lot of you guys got to play it and so on and so forth. The support has been falling since that first episode, which I guess is to be expected, because as soon as I saw the immense negativity that this game was getting upon release, I was like, oh no, that's not going to be good for this project. People are just going to want me to finish it ASAP and move on to something else, which is not really what I wanted to happen because, to be honest, I was super excited for this game, but I do understand most people's complaints with it, and, I mean, it's totally cool. I didn't expect every single episode to get, like, 1,000,000 views or anything crazy like that, but, it's definitely up to you guys if you want to see me go back and do the DLC, because if it doesn't interest you, well, I'm not going to do it, because then there's really no point. Like, at this point in my life, I sort of make videos for two reasons. One, to be entertaining, and because, you know, it's sort of my job, and two, I make videos that you guys want to watch. So if you don't want to see a series, well, I'm not going to make videos on it because that doesn't really make sense. Although, there are going to be, like, a couple exceptions to that rule, of course. Like, if I really want to play a game myself, I might as well just LP it. And then, there are certain games that you guys have requested that, of course, I can't really LP yet. Like, for instance, Skyward Sword. And if you don't know the reason why I can't LP Skyward Sword right now, there is a video on my channel titled Skyward Sword. If you search that up, that'll pretty much go into detail about the reasons why I can't LP that right now. Now, the earliest I can LP that game is in February of 2016, and things are sort of lining up and making it seem like that will be a possibility, so look forward to that then. Although, here's the thing, now I need to consider doing Twilight Princess HD in March of next year, but, I'm not really sure if I'm going to commit to that or not yet, because, like, my original Twilight Princess LP, we finished that up in February of this year, so by the time Twilight Princess HD comes out, it's really only gonna be about 13 months old, and, I'm honestly not too sure, like, what improvements I could make over the original, because, like, as far as commentary-wise and, like, optimization-wise, everything was probably going to be about the same. Like, I don't think I've had a huge improvement in commentary in, like, the last year or so. Like, some people might say differently, but to me, at least, it doesn't seem that way. And that's sort of, like, what I think about the most when I think about redoing an LP, is just, like, how can I make this better than the original? And nothing is really coming to mind for my Twilight Princess LP. I'm not saying it's like the perfect LP or anything, but I'm saying that I really can't think of anything that I personally could do in my own power to, like, make it better than the one that I already made. Now I know some of you guys are probably thinking, but didn't you do that with Wind Waker HD? Why not do it with Twilight Princess HD? Well, there's a couple of different reasons. Like, one, Wind Waker is my favorite game of all time, my favorite Zelda game, you know, I just kind of wanted another excuse to play that again. But two, my first Wind Waker LP was, really not that good in terms of just video quality-wise and commentary-wise. Like, that was back when I was first starting YouTube. I think that was maybe my third or fourth LP, so yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing. And, the first, like, 8 episodes of that LP have some really dumb color correction on it that I thought looked good at the time, but looking back, it's just like, why did I even think that was a smart idea? Then, like, halfway through the LP, I switched capture cards, and then, like, halfway through the remainder of that other half of the LP, I, started using some, like, different editing effects and stuff like that. So, it's really weird, because if you go from, like, part 1 to the final part of that LP, I think I actually got a new microphone, like, halfway through that LP as well. So, yeah, like, if you go from part 1 all the way over to the last part of my original Wind Waker LP, you should see, like, a huge improvement in quality, like, overall, from video quality to audio quality, just because that was back, like, when I was first starting, so I was still getting into, like, all my equipment, learning how to use it, learning how to edit, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, as much as I enjoyed doing that LP at the time, looking back, like, it really did need to be redone, and since Wind Waker HD was coming out, I figured, you know what, this is my chance. I'll just redo it in Wind Waker HD. It'll be great. It'll skip a lot of, like, the weird stuff towards the end of the original Wind Waker and the Triforce quest, and things will be just awesome. And that's pretty much what happened. Like, there are some things that I wish I could change in my Wind Waker HD LP, but I still think it's drastically better than the original that I did. And I'm not really sure I'd be able to say that if I LP'd Twilight Princess HD. Like, I'm not really sure what I could really improve over my original one. So that's sort of my thought process right now. I'm not saying that I'm not going to LP it, because that could still happen, but I think I may just like put all my focus into Skyward Sword come February, and since that most likely won't finish before Twilight Princess HD comes out, I'll probably just do Skyward Sword, and then maybe later on we'll come back to Twilight Princess HD, because there is a lot of Zelda stuff for 2016. Like, there's Hyrule Warriors Legends with a whole new set of like campaign stages for Wind Waker stuff, which I'm so looking forward to. And I'm even more looking forward to it now that they announced Linkle, like the female Link, which I think is awesome, by the way. Like, I know a lot of people probably won't like her, but I still think she's a cool character, and there's a pretty cool history to that character too, because she was like originally planned to be in the Wii U release for Hyrule Warriors, but I think at the time, like, Eiji Aonuma just like scrapped the idea or canned the idea. But it's really cool to see that that character finally got developed and is now going to get put into Hyrule Warriors. And I think she will end up in both the Wii U and 3DS version. I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like one of the cutscenes they showed when they introduced the character was running on the Wii U version of the game. So that's pretty cool. Plus, of course, we got Zelda Wii U, and when that comes out, I don't even know what's going to happen, man. Like, there is so much hype around that game. We've only seen, like, maybe a minute and a half of gameplay footage total from, like, every single time that, you know, Nintendo has showed it. So that game is going to be insane. And, of course, I'm going to want to cover that, like, as soon as that releases. So, yeah, there's a lot of Zelda stuff coming in the upcoming, you know, months and stuff like that. And who knows, Twilight Princess could probably fit in there at some point. Anyways, we got a Carmine Pearl. That is pretty stinking sweet. And man, I just realized I talked about like random Zelda stuff that entire set of stages, but oh well, not a big deal. I mean, it was kind of related, and hopefully you guys found it interesting. And of course, if you guys want to leave like your opinions on something to start a discussion in the comments, feel free to do so, because I do try my best to read every single comment and reply to as many of them as I can, provided that there is a reply button, because that is still a huge problem. Anyways, though, I think that's going to do it for this video. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.